Welcome to your first lesson of Unit 7. In this unit, we are introducing verb patterns. Sometimes in English, we need to join two verbs in the same sentence. The different structures we have are called verb patterns. In this unit, we will talk about some of them. The first is be used to, used to. The second, transitive versus intransitive. Third, gerunds versus infinitives. And wish. In this lesson, we will talk about some of them, be used to and used to. Used to is an expression that talks about repeated actions in the past that were very frequent and repeated actions in the past that we don't do anymore. Please don't confuse used to with used to. For example, I used to play football every Friday. They used to go to work by bus, compared to I used to play football every Friday, and they used to go to work by bus. Used to has nothing to do with the normal meaning of the verb use and its past tense used. I used my keys to open the door. What did you use to open the door? Both sentences are actually just a way to use the verb use, but they have nothing to do with the expression used to. Let's look at the form. For a positive sentence, we start with subject plus used to plus verb. Some examples: we used to hike mountains during the weekends. She used to study a lot. You used to buy too much food. Negative sentences. Used to happens in the past, so we use the auxiliary did and add use in its present tense. Subject plus did not plus used to plus verb. Examples: we didn't used to hike mountains during the weekends. She didn't used to study a lot. You didn't used to buy too much food. Questions. Again, we use the auxiliary did to make a question. Did plus subject plus used to plus verb. Examples. Did we used to hike mountains during the weekends? Did she used to study a lot? Did you used to buy too much food? Remember, if you want to talk about repeated actions that continue in the present, you can use the expressions such as usually or normally. We studied them in the previous course. I usually play football every Friday. They normally go to work by bus. Be used to. Be used to is a way to express that we are familiarized with something. I am used to waking up late. She is used to watching TV at night. We are used to going to work very early. Form. In positive, we use the verb to be in any tense, so we have to use the appropriate form of the verb to be unless we have an auxiliary verb such as will. A positive sentence is subject plus auxiliary plus to be plus used to plus verb ing plus the rest of the sentence. Examples. I am used to waking up late. She was used to watching TV at night. We will be used to going to work very early. Negative. In negative, we use the verb to be in negative unless we use an auxiliary such as will. In that case, we use the auxiliary in negative. We start the sentence with a subject followed by the auxiliary plus to be plus not plus used to plus verb ing and the rest of the sentence. Some examples. I'm not used to waking up late. She wasn't used to watching TV at night. She won't be used to going to work very early. Questions. In questions, we use the same pattern. We need to use the correct form of the verb to be, or, in case we use an auxiliary verb, the correct form of the auxiliary verb. We start with to be plus subject plus used to plus verb ing plus rest of the sentence. For example, am I used to waking up late? Was she used to watching TV at night? Will we be used to going to work very early?